Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome again to the Casual Report for a wonderful Tuesday. I'm your host, as always, JT, chilling. Joining me today, full house, we've got Mr. 200 himself, Jam's here. How are we, Jam?
Chilling.
Are you chilling? What have you been up to?
It was Tuesday today.
Yeah, remember the day today? I nearly texted you saying right, it's Tuesday today. No idea what's going down.
Yes.
What have you been up to, mate?
Playing Smash and Apex actually over the weekend, I think.
How is Smash and Apex?
Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it.
Are you living the dream?
Mm-hmm. I'm so close to Elite with Bethesda and Pyro.
Hey, Rob, mate, you okay?
Very close.
How? Right, you're close to joining the Ultimate Warriors like myself, and yeah, I mean, I choose my way up there when they first come out, then just keep it there and just play in arenas for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I've got to grind for it because I went down to 5 mil.
Oof, mate.
I'm on 8 at the moment.
Mate, 8.5-ish is what we're looking at for Elite.
It is 8.55, something like that.
Yeah. When I did it's 8.53, so I've cheesed it a little bit. Question, Mr. Anti-Sword character person, how are you finding the new sword ladies?
I think I'm just playing as Pyro and Mithra just to get them into Elite. Nothing more. I don't think there will be. They might occasionally come up, but I don't think I want to be picking them on purpose, really.
I'm actually polar opposite to Jim. I'm maining these two straight up.
You know for a fact, Pyro is so broken. I don't even switch out.
Yeah.
I guarantee I've literally cheesed my way to the top without using Mithra.
Yeah, I mean Pyro's broke as fuck. Like that F smash is just crazy, and her up special. I can't remember what it's called. The name's just gone from me. But the where she ups and slams down with the sword. It's like that's the Terry thing on crack.
Yeah.
But it's like Terry has to be over 100% to get sort of. I mean, it's not as powerful as it is Terry's 100% thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But it's borderline.
She's just got it on repeat.
Broken, mate. And I say this as someone who likes playing. I love playing with them. Like they're probably. I don't want to speak too soon, but they're probably mechanically and how they feel. They're probably my favourite DLC character.
Yeah, they're fun to play with.
Yeah, they're great. They're great. I'm actually quite surprised that quite a lot of people who, like yourself, don't like sword characters, but even you're just bouncing people around with powers. I could do it all day.
Yeah.
I could smash people with power all fucking day, mate. Do you know what I mean?
It's a good feeling when you land that,
and especially when they go off at 40%. That's when you know they're broken, mate.
When we were playing earlier, and I select Jigglypuff, thinking like the arena you opened up was just people that we knew or you knew. No. And it was like this randos. I was like, crap. I'm Jigglypuff. I'm going against Pyro. It didn't last long.
That lad who was in there, Pyro, he was quite good. And there was you missed a DDD, was quite good as well. So we wanted you to play because he was quite good. But obviously, my DDD. But yeah, just chilling. How's Apex?
Good fun. It's just literally had an update and a change in game mode. And guess what? First ever game we've played of it, we won. Me, Dan, and Bish.
Got to conquer the masses of Apex. Is that what we're gonna do?
No. We've been watching this streamer yesterday, me, Bish, and people in the Discord called Timmy or whatever. It's Timmy. And he's like a master at the game. He is rapid, and he's doing a stream or did a stream from a clean new account.
Yeah. From
unranked to master rank in one stream.
How long does that normally take somebody?
I don't know.
Like if I was to jump on.
If you were going to jump into the game, I think it can take anything up to a couple of weeks to a month if you're good at the game.
Yeah.
If you're good at the game. This guy did it in 11 hours.
Yeah.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
He would completely and utterly leave his team as well, and it was just...
Yeah, he didn't need a team. He'd just run off. If they followed, fine.
Teams on his own.
Cool.
Mad.
Season 4. Right, Rob hasn't played Apex since Season 4. When was that?
I don't know.
How
season 8 now.
We're on Season 8 now. So we're on Season 8. So.
Before we started playing at Season 8, we stopped at Season 2.
Okay, who's your main? Who's your main? Who's your character?
I use Bangalore, but now I've got Horizon. I use
No idea what that
Horizon.
means, but are they tanks or what? Or what weapon? Rob, I don't know what that means either. Revenant is. I think
I haven't got
right.
Revenant yet. I'll do one on him as my next.
Is that
legend?
Is it big? Is it a tanky character? Is he like quick or what?
Well, Bangalore's a female.
Beg your pardon. I'm sorry.
So's actually
I know
Horizon.
Bangalore. I know Bangalore.
You
No,
know,
no,
she's one of the base ones.
Right.
She's a attacking support character. Like she got smoke.
Mm-hmm. And do you primarily play 3-on-3? Or is it 3-on-3 and 3-on-3 or what? Or
yeah, or duos if there's
Duo.
not three of us.
but the multiplayer is 3-on-3, right? Is that? Can you go
It's
solo?
whatever.
Is it solo yet? Or is that
Apparently,
the
it is now from this update.
Yeah, they've added solo play
I'm in.
into it now.
Mm-hmm.
thing? Cool. I like What is the name of the development studio? Left my head.
Respawn.
That's them. I just went for some reason. Yeah, I like Respawn. Apex is good. Titanfall
Bangalore is
is tremendous, and I mean, the gameplay is fine. Fine, I said fine. Like it's great, to be honest. Jam, you been watching anything? You've been doing up to much this weekend?
Finished Modern Family up to the latest season we can watch
What
at the
season
moment.
is that?
10.
10.
11's the final season. I don't know. There's nowhere to watch that yet.
Bloody hell, man. It's good, isn't it?
It's so good. It's really good. And obviously, I finished watching One Division.
Yeah, we'll talk that in a minute. The other voice you hear there, Dan the man. Dan, how are we?
I'm good, thank you.
Tremendous today. Are you living the dream, mate?
I'm living the dream.
What have you been up to? What have you been playing?
So I've been playing quite a lot of Football Manager 21 because thank you Game Pass.
All hail Game Pass.
All hail Game Pass indeed.
You know.
Got a fair crack at that. Got town promoted in my first season at Championship on zero budget.
They're in the They're in the championship, aren't they? Or they're in the.
Yeah,
Right, okay.
They're in the championship in real life, but
Right. Well, not when
obviously
you're
I
manager,
start-
mate. When you're dragging them to
Yeah,
the Premier League, laying the smack down. Where did you finish in the championship?
I came second.
Okay, that's automatic promotion, right? Second.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
sort
so-
of promotion. Is that, yeah. I got. We were 2-0 up in the final game and we lost 3-2. And I would have won the championship if we hadn't
Who
lost.
did you play?
It was Brentford.
Brentford. A friend of mine's a Brentford fan. AB buzzing. Were you not tempted to soft reset it and just have another go at it, or are you one of them realists who's like take it as it comes?
No, I'm cracking on with it. Me, I'm on. As I say, I'm in Premier League. Played about 10 games and I'm in 10th place at the minute.
Mate, you'll take it all day long.
Oh yeah, as long as we stay in Premier League first season, I'm not bothered because then we get the decent budgets.
Of course, man. What else have you been up to, mate? You've been playing Apex with Jam as well. Is that...
Yeah, downloaded it yesterday. Had a couple of games with Jam and was it Bishop last night? I can't remember who we played with.
Yeah, me, you, and Bishop.
Yeah, with me, you, and Bishop, and then done some more today.
Remind me, it's free, isn't it? Is that right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's free to play. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Unless you're Bishop.
He buys a super sexy deluxe special version, probably. 70 quid. If Bishop's free, mate. No.
He bought the battle pass, I think. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what he's done.
Cool. Is there like multiple tiers of battle passes, or is it just here's the battle pass, 20 quid? Bam.
No, you have to work for it like Rocket League.
Right. Okay. But what do you buy? Is it like skins? Or what?
Cosmetics.
Oh, of course. And have you bought anything, or
No.
been tempted to buy stuff?
It's one of those games which I don't think you need to, unless you really.
It's a third-person game, isn't it? So
Yeah.
I can't see my character's skin. Why do I care?
Yeah, exactly. The only time you see your characters in the load screens,
Yeah.
squad screens.
Cool.
It's not really worth it in that respect.
Nice, mate. Ask me what I've been doing.
What have you been doing?
Mate, I've been balls deep in Pokemon Sword. Like, balls deep in Pokemon Sword. You know
Is
what I
it
mean?
good then?
It's Yeah, I mean, problem is the team in it, a bit of a joke team. So they're not like trying to take over the world or trying to do what fucking Team Plasma were trying to do, not trying to do what all the other teams, Galactic and all them, are trying to do. They're just pisshead, dickhead fanboys. It's quite funny, but it's, at the same time, it's like, you know, I need a thingy. And my problem, I figured it out the other day with Pokemon as a thing. What had changed for a while. I don't know if you heard me say when Legends Arceus got announced, I was like, this is what I waited for. It's like, I say, Pokemon's the same every time, pretty much, right? There's always a rival, there's always a team, there's always 8 badges, there's always a Pokemon League, boom, right? And I say, well, why don't I like Final Fantasy? Why is that different? Because it's a different game every time, right? Because it's not the odd character. Yeah, but I mean that the odd character, the odd monster, the odd place. You know what I mean? But as a whole, start to finish, if you lift everything out of it and just have the story or the progress with the game, you won't be able to say it's the same. It's an RPG, right? But with Pokemon, it's like, that's a Pokemon game, and I'm buzzing, but it's just comfort food. You know what I mean? I got shiny Blastoise. Ask me if I got shiny Blastoise.
Get a shiny Blastoise.
Yeah. Ask me if I got Incineroar.
Did you get Incineroar?
Yeah. I'm buzzing, mate.
Did you call it Incinemania?
I'm going to. I'm going to take it to the name changing game. But right, it's evolved now.
You can't just change the name.
Yeah, but you need to go to the name changing guy.
Yes, Dan.
That's actually quite funny. I tried my shot with Jeff Grubb earlier on Twitter, and he liked the tweet. So we'll see. Never say never and all that. You know what I mean?
Never say never.
Never.
I'm sure he's far too busy to be pissing about on it. Pokemon, overall very good, but still, it's like I said, comfort food. What I wanted, just chilling. Some characters are cool, and I got Rillaboom, the big grass drum banging one.
No one knows what that is.
I have no idea myself, but yeah, chilling. And like you yourself, James, I've been all over Pyramithra and Smash. The anime titties version, mate. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the only version in it.
Pretty much, mate. I mean, they are covered and everything, but it's like, he didn't put. Is it May from King of Fighters? Is it May or Mai?
Yeah.
No. What's her name? King of Fighters.
Yeah.
No.
Or King of Fighters.
King of Fighters. Terry, isn't it? It's King of Fighters.
Terry's King of Fighters.
The girl they cut because Smash is for good boys and girls. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, no, I can't remember the name, but I know what you mean. Yeah.
But yeah, I like I said, saying to Jam earlier, I think they're great, and I'm all in. And my question to yourself, I ask this every week, and I'll ask it again. Do you have any inkling who you reckon the next fight is going to be?
No.
It's going to be at E3. Do you reckon we'll double dip again?
You think they'll give us the last two?
E3.
But they gave us a time frame to December 2021, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like Banjo and Hero were at E3 not last. Was it last year? Not last year. Year before. They're like double dipped, but I'm not sure if they're gonna.
Was that 2 years ago this year?
Might have been 2 years ago this year. But, wow. Because the game is 2018, so it's 2.5 years. It might have been 2 years ago.
Yeah, it would have been last year. It was, yeah, it was last year. 2019 they were revealed.
Yeah, mum.
Didn't we get Hero February last year?
Yeah, right.
I think so.
No, the release Heroes at E3, so it would have been.
Oh, Banjo was.
That would have been. That was the one that's available now, right? Or was it? Doesn't
Banjo
matter.
And they want to.
It doesn't matter. Do you think they're going to double dip on characters last two at E3, or do you reckon they'll?
You know what?
E3.
If they do,
yeah,
I reckon if this will be the last two characters for Smash Ultimate, I don't think they'll double dip. But if they do, I reckon we'll get a Fight Pass 3 as well.
Right, interesting. Do you want a Fight Pass 3? Do you want this to keep going?
Yeah, I'm all for building on a game that doesn't need changing, apart from GSP. And maybe roll back netcode.
Maybe get Atlas jump in, help out on that. Because Guilty Gear drivers, wonderful netcode. I'm watching some things as well, lads. before we go into the big things. You ever seen Misfits?
Yes.
But I saw like the first
Channel
season, I think,
4.
years ago.
Channel 4, yeah.
Ask me if I watched the whole of Misfits.
Have you?
Yes. Ask me if I liked it.
I just remember the Irish guy.
Oh, Nathan, who's from Belfast. That's me, my camera's gone off. Ask me. Can you hear me? Hang on. Give me a second.
Us. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Ask me if I can hear you.
You can't hear us.
No, I can't. I'm fuming. Give me a second. Sorry.
You need like an intermission, but I can't even
Wait
hear
there.
us. But
Just
we
talk amongst
need like
yourselves
a
a minute.
stream,
Oh,
technical difficulty
boom.
stream.
We're in.
Oh, you can hear.
Yes. Sorry.
You'd have to make it like a boss it, a holder, technical difficulties.
Yeah. Well, starting
Oh,
to...
yeah, I love it. Music.
Let's talk about Misfits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very good. Like Nathan, the Irish guy, Jam, gets all the accolades, and it's fair enough. But my actual dude in that show is Rudy. He doesn't come into it like till the third.
He's a northern guy, right?
He's
Is that
from
right?
Manchester.
Yeah.
I can't do Manchester accent, as you can probably tell. But yeah, he's proper. He's like stone cold hilarious, and he carries the show in the last season, I think, anyway. And but yeah, I mean, it's very good. It hasn't got a lot of a budget, so it's got a bit of a college project kind of vibe to it. But when they're flying around and all the special effects, it's a bit college projecty. But I do like it. It's good.
I can't remember
Get the
that
gist,
point.
mate. And The Good Place as well, which is Michael Schur's show on Netflix, which is very good. It's got
Gonna have to watch that, aren't I?
white-haired bloke, Ted Danson. Is that his name?
The guy from Cheers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
Ted
in it.
Danson.
And
Weirdly, I watched Cheers yesterday.
did you actually? It's funny.
It was on telly, and I was watching Cheers, and Ted Danson was it, and one of the older people, the older family members of Modern Family is
It's
in
funny.
Cheers.
Yeah, but The Good Place is cool. About afterlife and all thing. I won't spoil it too much, but it's about the afterlife. It's got Kristen Bell in it as well. So it's nice to see it. And I watched 20 minutes of the first episode of Pacific Rim: The Black, which
Is that the anime?
yeah, we'll see. I'm not hot on it because I didn't watch the whole episode, but we'll see. Lads, shall we crack on?
Yeah, let's go.
Rob agrees. Good Place is worth a watch. It is funny.
I will. Nothing. I've finished watching Modern Family now, so I'll move on to that.
Yeah, please watch it. All I need to say to you was Michael Schur created by, and you were like, yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, I mean,
But lads, I got a few tidbits to go over, if you will. Gentlemen, ask me when the Super Nintendo World in Japan is opening.
this month, innit?
Next week, lads.
Next week.
Next week, I have it on good authority, like Nintendo authority. Orlando's Super Nintendo World has been pushed back to 2025, but Super Nintendo World Japan is opening March 18th. Now, I can't imagine for a second why the Orlando one's been pushed back so long. I can't even.
I don't know.
I'm not sure, lads. So something must have gone on there. But in all seriousness, comes from Marie Delisandri from GamesIndustry.biz. I've got an article here because I'm nice to you. Oh, it's not going to show up. I'm fuming.
Why isn't it?
Because I didn't. Yeah, I had to change it. I keep forgetting to do that. The thing.
There you go.
Lads, Super Nintendo World is based in Osaka, and its opening was delayed several times due to COVID-19 pandemic. That's why it's not opening until 2025 in Orlando. You assume. I mean, we've seen the video, right, of Shigeru Miyamoto touring the whole thing. Have you seen that?
Yep. It was sick.
Are you in? Would you prefer to go to the Japanese one, or?
I'd like to.
I just want to go to Japan anyway.
Yeah, I want to
so.
go to Japan. Like, there's a few people I follow on Twitter who live in Japan, and they're all like, "Oh, they will this retro game shop." Imagine buying a Game Boy Advance game from a shop in 2021. You can do that in Japan.
Okay. Like you can buy SNES games in Japan.
Exactly.
It's all place.
And have you seen the Metroid Japanese box off? Mate, I'm okay. Whatever.
We'll all get saving and go to Japan, yeah?
Yeah, we're in. When Boris lets us.
I definitely want to go to Japan at some point.
Yeah, man. It was initially, but this one's been delayed. It was initially supposed to open last summer, but in time for the Olympics. But you know what happened. But yeah, I mean, when Boris lets us, let's fucking jump on a plane and go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Favorite Nintendo franchise?
It smashes a cop out, right?
I mean,
because it's just a mix of everything.
I'd give you a Smash, but I'd rather you had one that was not a more like a Nintendo franchise.
Yeah,
I'd rather you have like a. Is it Mario or?
I think it's probably Mario.
Yeah, the main line of games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, yeah. Dan, what about you, mate?
Zelda.
Zelda. Yeah. Don't know. I'm fuming.
Xenoblade.
I mean, can I have Xenoblade? Can I have?
No, terrible.
I mean,
It's got to be good first.
how dare you, sir? I mean, Metroid is Zelda for me. I think I'm not sure.
Zelda always from Rob.
You know how it is. Zelda always, indeed.
Preaching the Zelda, Rob.
I'd love to know your favourite Zelda game, Rob. But while Rob typing that, we watched WandaVision. Are we caught up
Yes.
Yes.
to the end? We're going to spoil it a little bit, so mute us, if you will. I'm going to.
There will be spoilers.
I'm going to throw my fingers up. When my fingers are going down, you can unmute us. What do we think?
It was okay.
It was okay. People started crying. People were crying.
I saw.
I don't know what they expected to happen in the end of that show, because it was always set up that the Vision was always going to die again. Like, oh, good. Thank God. We're not gonna...
But did he?
Yeah, probably not. But I mean, like that.
We've got White Vision now, haven't we?
Yeah, it was cool.
Where did he go? I'm just flying off.
Yeah, see you in a bit, lads.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
I mean, I always forget her name. Agnes the Witch, the actress that plays us, dead good, but I always forget her name.
Agatha Harkness.
Yeah,
she's playing it.
she's in Parks and Rec.
Agnes Harkness. Yeah.
She was great as the villain. There's a few other villainy characters in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Are you more hyped or like more whelmed for Winter Soldier thing now?
See, I'm excited for that.
I'm buzzing. I'm always buzzing.
I'm gonna watch it definitely.
Inject it into my veins and all that. You know what I mean?
I think I was more entertained by the trailer for that than I was WandaVision in the first place. So for me, I like loud and brash. So I think it'll be good.
Yeah,
personally, but
I agree.
It's gonna be cool to see Falcon with Captain America's shield.
Yeah, it is. It is going to be cool. I don't know what to say about. There's a good climax, a decent fight at the end. WandaVision, it was left it. Of course, there was an after credit scene because of course there was.
There was two after credit scenes.
And I'm like, why you just have it? Why is make? Not that I don't mind sitting through the credits, just give the people the appreciation and all that stuff. But it's getting on my nerves now. I don't know if I said this before. Remember at the end of Endgame?
We waited and there was nothing there.
Yeah, it was just clank, clank, clank. I'm like, bro, do I care?
Yeah.
But overall, decent show, yeah.
Yeah, it turned out
over. I've got to be honest with you. I wasn't sold at all. WandaVision.
No, it turned out pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was used again to introduce a few new characters that we'll no doubt see through Phase 4. Is it?
Kind of setting up Doctor Strange new film.
It's setting up Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Monica Rambeau will be in Captain Marvel 2.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
What's it? Is it Jimmy will probably be? Oh, he's from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., isn't he? He's from the TV series.
Yes, I didn't watch that. I didn't watch that.
No.
But I reckon he'll pop up here and there in the films.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And we've got them ones that we don't know.
The guy that plays Jim Halpert, you mean, don't you?
Yeah. So what's his name? Jimmy. He made it.
He did. But yeah, overall, we're gonna unspoil it now. But yeah, great show.
Yeah, enjoyed it.
Yeah, man. Rob's buzzing for Winter Soldier as well, so we're all over it.
That's next week, isn't it? Something like that.
It's March, to be fair. Isn't it packed this year? Marvel shit.
Oh, check.
Yeah,
Loki starts streaming in June.
What? Does
June
it?
the 11th, Loki starts streaming.
Mate, I got okay. I got to be honest with you guys. This next story's for me, really. You guys take a back seat. Yeah.
I know exactly what story this is.
Hang on, wait, what?
Well, enlighten us, James. What's coming down?
Well, I thought The Falcon and the Winter Soldier was a film.
No, it's a series.
March 19th up until April
That's
23rd.
next Friday.
Yes.
And then up until so you watch that, and then when it finishes, Near's out. So buzzing. Let's go, boys. Lads, this next story's for me. I'll be honest with you.
I know exactly which one he's talking about. So I saw your tweet about this.
Buzzing, I am about this.
Yes, I did too. I wasn't.
Lads, if I said to you the name Trails of Cold Steel, you're gonna look at me with like puppy dog eyes and be thinking, "What the are you talking about, JT?" Right?
It's got anime women in it.
Anime titties all over this.
You were playing it. You played the first two, didn't you?
I'm a bit way through the first. They can be they're quite meaty, so I find it.
When you had it on, was it on stream or something?
You were like, "Oh, this game looks great. This is exactly what I wanted from a video game."
It just looked like you were in a chat simulator. I don't know.
What are you talking about? Do you have any idea how offensive that is?
No,
mate. Well, lads, Trails of Cold Steel anime is scheduled for 2022. Funimation is among the 4 companies involved in the global anime project. I mean, this is just a chance to giddy over Trails of Cold Steel, because I do like the first game a lot. I even know it's a bit Hideo Kojima with the cutscenes. A bit like, come on. But it's very well done. The voice acting's good, even in English. You know what I mean? And Being Schwarzer for Smash because he's got a sword and it pissed Jam off. But there'd be a mech in it. Spoilers for Swell. There'd probably be a mech in it, Jam, so we're all over it. You know what I'm saying?
Are we?
We're all over this, mate.
Something tells me it's got Jack's waifu somewhere in there as well.
I mean, there are. I mean, I'm sure there are Reddit subreddits.
He's obviously openly admitted it just then by going, yeah.
I can imagine there are subreddits somewhere of like just the Rule 34 and all that. You know what I'm saying, lads?
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm unsure if they're going to keep the same voice actors or whatever be out next year. I'm not sure again when. And it says Funimation among the 4 companies involved. This tweet's it's just anime trending. Are they even a thing? Yeah, 210,000 followers. Not to judge people on followers, but you know what I mean.
It's enough, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, I'm in for this. You know, Jam, you're in for anime titties, don't lie. But shall we crack on?
Let's get cracking.
I mean, it feels like we're regurgitating the story a bit, but I don't care because I'm buzzing. I'm not buzzing. I'm compelled. No. Yeah, compelled is the right word. Lads, the EU have approved Microsoft and Bethesda's Microsoft's acquisition of Bethesda. Tom Warren from The Verge wrote yesterday, but they've made it official today with all the tweets and all the marketing propaganda and all that shit.
I've seen,
There's finally a thing, right? 7.5 billion. So I want to just clarify, almost double what Disney paid for Star Wars.
It's mental.
It is mental. I mean, we gushed about it last year. We're going to gush about it right now. I'm going to be honest with you. EU approves Microsoft 7.5 billion Bethesda acquisition. Tom Warren. Microsoft will have 23 first-party game studios, with obviously all the studios under Bethesda as well. So Tangle Gameworks and Machine Games and all them beautiful, beautiful people. Now, lads, I have a question.
Yes.
Genuine question. Rebellion on Twitter. He's doing the thing, mate. He's doing the thing.
He's feeding us.
He's feeding us, mate. It's what as he tends to do on the show.
He does.
So he did his thing. There's a nice little GIF. Achievement unlocked. Bethesda joins Microsoft from the Bethesda official Twitter account. It's a nice little animation. We'll go into that in a minute. However, Microsoft also confirms that some new Bethesda titles in the future will be exclusive to Xbox and PC, which is part of this Xbox blog thing. Now, gentlemen, my question to yourselves, as huge video game fans, and I want to say impartial. Am I right by saying impartial? Sort of.
I think so.
We have preferences, but we're not like console war fanboys. Is that fair to say, right?
I can't remember playing a Bethesda game I liked.
Dude.
Apart from Doom.
And Wolfenstein.
I mean,
why?
I mean, no doubt it's going to do and make mega bucks for Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
And especially if they do start making the bigger ones exclusive.
Mm-hmm. That's what I want to touch on. Just dead quick. I want to touch on that. The little paragraph says it says this is the next step in building an industry-leading first-party studios team, a commitment we have to our Xbox community. With the addition of Bethesda creative teams, gamers should know that Xbox consoles, PC, and Game Pass will be the best place to experience new Bethesda games, including some new titles in the future that will be exclusive to Xbox and PC players. Gentlemen, I have a question. What the F does some mean? What are they getting at with some?
They'd probably look at it like what makes them the most money, or what will make them the most money.
Yeah, so, I mean, okay, let's call a spade a spade. Let's say how it is. Is Elder Scrolls 6 going to be Xbox exclusive?
No.
No. Jam?
No. They'll lose a hell of a lot of money if they did that. Well, they wouldn't make as much money if they made it exclusive, I think.
You just contradicted yourself. Which one is it?
Well, they wouldn't lose money because you can't lose money you haven't gained. So they wouldn't make as much money if they made it exclusive.
And see, from what I'm getting out of that statement is that it's going to be some new titles, not ones that were previously announced, but some new ones that might be in the works that they haven't announced. Possibly, which I'm fine with, depending on the scale and the scope of the games. If we're talking like Doom, for example, I'd be pissed off if it was Game Pass and whatever, but at the same time, I own that console, so it don't really affect me. It's just everyone else who played Bethesda's game, so I don't think they'd cut something like Elder Scrolls out because it's too big of a franchise and they'll lose too much money making it exclusive. I
think Doom might end up being exclusive.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to go one way or the other. It's going to be the big titles are going to be exclusive, or the not that Doom's small, but like you know what I mean?
It is technically a smaller game because it's made by
Scrolls, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's much less playability in Doom than there is Elder Scrolls, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I know people that balls deep in Doom and they're all over it, but I know what you mean. The people that still play Skyrim and it's like the mod in it and all that stuff. So would it be? I don't know. I have no idea. But then the next question, the obvious question, then if they're going to put, let's say they put Elder Scrolls and Doom and everything elsewhere, Doom 3, right? Is it the new ones?
Yeah.
And Doom 3, Fallout 5, if that ever, probably will, but if it ever comes, Rage 3, gonna put all them everywhere. Why not Halo? Why not Gears of War? Why not Forza?
They already are exclusive.
Yeah, no, but why not put them everywhere else? Do you know what I mean?
But what do you mean put them everywhere else? They can't go anywhere else.
But why not put Gears of War on PlayStation?
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I suppose, yeah. I mean, again, it goes to that.
Why stop at the Bethesda?
It's not. They won't lose money by not putting all that stuff on PlayStation because they haven't gained it. But
yeah,
yes, it's probably a big opportunity to make more money. But then again, it makes the consoles probably irrelevant which one you buy if all the games are on everything. The home console just becomes irrelevant. You just buy whatever.
You just buy a PlayStation to play the PlayStation exclusive, and you can play the Xbox exclusive on your
And
PlayStation.
People are going to start then forgetting about it. Doesn't matter about the games because the games can be. You can buy the games on both. So let's look at the console. What can play the 4K Blu-rays better? I don't know what's cheaper. You know, and all that nonsense.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing because the official Xbox account was tweeted "Happy Bethesda," and it just made me laugh a bit. I'm sorry. So yeah, you say if you were Microsoft, if you were Phil Spencer right now, you sat in your office and you're looking at all these games, and you're probably, judging by the PS4 trouncing the Xbox One and the PS5 having a bit of an edge on the Xbox Series. Are you feeling Halo 5? No, not Halo 5. Is it Halo Infinite? Sorry, on PlayStation, or are you just like, no, this is sacred?
Halo is one of those titles you just can't imagine on PlayStation.
No,
I'd be buzzing, mate. I'd love it. Master Chief and Smash as well. Let's go all in. Let's go all in.
I'd like that. Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it's. I mean, if I was in that room, I'd
Wouldn't you love to be in that room?
Doom would be an exclusive. Fallout 5 would be an exclusive because, let's face it, that's taking a downward spiral anyway.
Yeah, people like Fallout 4, but I mean, it was made in a
But
underground.
then they made Fallout 76 as well, and that was left sour taste in people's mouth.
Ask me if I forgot about that.
So I think
it's terrible.
I think it's much less. It'd be less of a risk for them to spend the money to make it multi-console than actually being exclusive.
Yeah, I think Deathloop in it.
Is that Bethesda?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
it's not.
That's on both anyway.
Yeah, it's on. It's PlayStation exclusive for a year, right? Is that correct? It's got some Sony PlayStation exclusivity. I can't remember it.
I'm not too sure.
But they're saying that all the deals that are in place now, they're going to honour them, and then from here, it's going to be game by game in it. So, would you want them to be exclusive, or would you not asked, or what? Oh, you're not asked, Sam. Daniel.
No, I'm not bothered.
No, you're not. You don't give a fuck, mate.
For a person like me, because I actually have PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, it doesn't affect me.
It's same.
But I can imagine from people that do just play PlayStation, they would get obviously a little bit.
Obviously, if you only had a PlayStation, obviously you'd want all these games to come to the console. So naturally, you'd be wanting. But it's like me. My dream. I have an Xbox One, not a Series. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever get a Series because I've got a PC I play mostly on. I've got a Switch. I've got a PS5. My dream, if these games do come to PS5 and the cross save happens, I'll be the happiest person on the planet. Like genuinely, the happiest person on the planet. Straight up. I can play over there, just chill. Boom, boom. Jay wants to watch TV. Yep, no worries. Bang, straight on here. Yes, lad, let's go. Back into it straight away. I'm all up for that. That is the dream future I want. You know what I mean?
Imagine like 20 years from now, we'll have 3 apps on our phone: Xbox, Sony, Microsoft, and that's it. And just play all the games from there.
Yep.
Not on our phone, on our PC. Sorry.
Yeah, man.
I'm still not playing phones. I don't care.
No, I mean, I can't do it, man. I've got that new game coming out soon on the phone. I'm just like, I mean, there's a few phone games. Like Pokemon Go is alright because, it's quite cool if you go on walks or whatever. You just whatever. Boom. Me and girlfriend went to the party yesterday. We were just chilling.
It's a social game as well.
Yeah, I always say, do you remember the time me and you were at the park, Chapman? There's a group of us, and we use a third-party app, which I don't think they work anymore. These third-party apps, but I was like, I think I turned to him and said, there's a Tini over there. I was like, yeah, sound whatever. Expecting you. I think Allrate was with us and a few other people.
Yeah, and Hugh there. We ran into Hugh.
I think
as well.
Hugh was there as well. Yeah, and we turned around. There was like 100 people following us because word of mouth got around. All Tini over here, and everyone's fucking. I was like, this is cool. That was really cool. But
I
COVID
bet the
needs to do.
cafe made wedge that day.
Oh yeah, mate. I mean, there's still people there now putting the laws on the thing and just spinning away, but then I'm slowly getting back into it because me and my girlfriend have been all over it. But ask me. I've got 2 Agrons now. I'm buzzing. But anyway, back to Xbox. Yeah, day and date for Game Pass, so I'm naturally happy. Jam, you don't give a fuck. You got Game Pass.
No.
You
Yeah, I
don't
do.
give 2 fucks, mate. Dan.
Yeah.
Are you buzzing? Alright. Can we just talk about the price just for 1 second? 7.5 billion of whoever's American dollars.
Sure, I could do with that much money.
You could buy
I
Bethesda.
probably didn't know what I could do with that much money. I could buy Bethesda.
You buy Bethesda and be like, listen lads, I've got no money to pay you, so just do
You'd have no money left.
you buy Star Wars and have some change, by the way. That's just crazy,
Can
mate.
you imagine that? Just buy Star Wars, you got some left over.
Yeah, you got a few billion left over. Probably won't, to be fair, if you bought Star Wars now, it wouldn't cost you 4 billion. It'd cost you way more.
No, it would.
To be fair. But it's just crazy now. That's just jump, man. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, Thingy looks good. They've got a few Disney games. Like Deathloop is the one, and the next one I'm like, there, that looks fucking cool. That isn't near, because obviously near is where my heart is. And what's that? Unavowed. That's Bethesda, isn't it? That's Thingy. Is that right? Have I got my wires crossed?
What?
Oh, it's Thingy. It's not Bethesda. It's the other one. Give me a second. Sorry. I've got a. What's the game called? The Elder Scrolls looking game.
Oh, Elden Ring.
No. Avowed. Sorry, not Unavowed. Yeah,
Valheim.
Obsidian. Sorry, not Bethesda.
Oh.
Because they made Fallout New Vegas. That's why I'm getting my wires crossed. But yeah, Microsoft have got some. If they have a good E3 this year, I mean, the series is. I haven't seen the sales for a while. Is it quite close still, or is it PlayStation run away with it? I haven't looked at the sales numbers for a while.
The sales of
Series
console?
X and Series X/S and the PS5.
I mean, in my personal internet experience, I've not seen people are struggling to get hold of a Series X.
I have. I'm fuming.
Yeah, you'd be subscribed to more of them feeds than I will, though.
To be fair, yeah. I think. I don't know. We'll look at that and we'll talk about it on Thursday. But we're just chilling. But get in my face. Like I said, we're not CEOs of Microsoft, so we don't care if this deal collapses. Do you know what I mean? But it's interesting to see what Sony's back at you will be. Do we know what it's? Are they just going to weather the storm, or if they've got quite a lot of the games coming to PlayStation anyway, we're just going to just chill?
I think so.
Yeah, probably. Shall we move on?
You.
Anything to add on Microsoft? Bethesda, $7.5 billion, by the way.
I'd take 1% of that and just have it as pocket change. Be nice.
1%. Fuck's sake, man. I wish Bishop was here for this next one, because I'm going to struggle through this.
I did watch some of this.
Did you watch? I've seen a bit of it. So I'm gonna just Rebellion, as he normally does, saves the day on the show. Monster Hunter had a thing, and it was just info dump of the new stuff coming out. So Rise and is it Stories 2? Or what's the other one? Sorry, Monster Hunter fans.
It's Stories 2. Monster Hunter
Stories 2. Yeah. So Monster Hunter Rise is going to get a demo. It starts on March 11th, which is Thursday.
The difference is you can fight another.
Yeah, you can fight somewhere else. Let me just.
You can fight the flagship monster in this demo.
Yeah, which is what.
But you can't. You have a fixed armor set. You can't customize your armor set to fight it.
And obviously you'll get there's updates. There's a roadmap, because of course there is. There'll be 3 updates in April. You'll be able to fight Chameleos. Is that right? Sorry, Monster Hunter fans.
Who knows? Bishop
No idea. Where's Bishop? Go and get him.
No.
I mean, it's good that they're keeping the game alive with free updates. I'm glad there's not just some of that, because what fucking winds me up is when games are like, "Oh, buy the season pass. What's in it? Fuck knows." And it's like, what you selling me? And it annoys me. It's like a season pass with nothing on the roadmap, and it's just a lot of question marks. Fighting games, I'm a bit okay. I mean, if people like the fighting game, they will buy the more of the fighters, and then they'll play the game. Do you know what I mean? Like the Smash Fighter Pass and the Tekken do it, Dragon Ball Fighters does it. I mean, I'm kind of understand with that, but at the same time, it's like that's just for the reveal trailer. You know what I mean? But with like Anthem, for example, ask me if any of the Anthem roadmap came out.
Did it?
I don't think so. Maybe the first one. I've no idea.
That's been binned off now, anyway.
It's been binned. No one cares. But this is cool. It's free as well, so the couple keep adding the series stalwarts. I'm not sure. Raphos have turned up. I assume at one point. It's the only one I know because he's in Smash. Dan, do you play Monster Hunter?
Yes, I've dabbled with World.
But yeah, I dabbled with World a bit. World was alright.
Yeah, and I have played the Rise demo as well.
I played to be fair, okay, we just saw Rise on the Switch looks amazing. Like, it looks
I think
phenomenal.
it's the prettiest.
It does look like a Switch game, to be fair.
Yeah, it's that RE demo from Capcom. It's just mint.
But it is using the RE engine.
Yeah, I love the RE engine. Like, Devil May Cry does it, and it's just Devil May Cry 5. Sorry, and it's just like, what is this? It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter Stories 2: Wings of Ruin is the game we're thinking of, Jam. Did we say that?
I didn't know the Wings of Ruin part. I just noticed Stories 2.
Stories 2, cool. But yeah, there was a nice trailer for this. I'm not sure the difference. I'm sorry, Monster Hunter fans.
I don't know. I know if you buy both of them, you'll get something in Monster Hunter Rise.
Right, okay.
Layered armor set, if I remember.
Stories 2, is this... I'm going to read the thing, sorry. Is it an RPG or what? Or...
I think so.
Is it... Because I'd be more interested in Stories 2, to be honest with you, if it's more of a story-driven kind of... Not that there's not a story in the other one.
I think it is more of a story-driven.
Yeah.
It's a Final Fantasy Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I'd be more into this one, to be honest with you, while watching this trailer. Especially with all this nice artwork. That's not in the RE engine, is it? I think that's something else. But when's this out? Do you know when it's out? Sorry, lads. July 9th, 2021 on Nintendo Switch and PC on this one. There's Raphael's little kid, I think. No idea. Show me some gameplay, mate. Show me some gameplay. But it's co-op quest as well in this one. Are we in this, Jam and Dan, or what?
No.
Why?
It's just not
if I had to buy one, it'd be this one.
Yeah, it'd probably be that one, yeah. I know what I mean. Yeah, co-op quest.
But like I said, I never found Monster Hunter so offensive or anything, but I just never... It didn't hook me as a lot of games do. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Jam, I think you're the same, and Dan, you've probably more into it than me and Jam, is that right?
I played World to quite an extent, and I quite enjoyed that, but my previous experiences were one of, actually, it's okay. Mm-hmm. It's not, a bit like you, it didn't grab me the same way.
Yeah. Like I played one on the Wii U as well. I got when the Nintendo dishing out free games, Monster Hunter, whatever that one was. Try some. I'm not sorry, Monster Hunter fans. I know I'm doing you a disservice there. I apologise. Yeah, lads, I've got zero to add on Monster Hunter. I'm sorry.
It's a tough one to slog through when we don't play it. Or
I tried then. I'm sure you can appreciate the try, Monster Hunter fans. I'm sure you can. But I have anything to add. Sorry, Monster Hunter. Anything to? Are you getting
they're getting amiibos, by the way. They've got...
Yeah, I mean they look cool. I find them.
They're sold out on Nintendo. They sold out.
Are they actually?
They should went straight on whilst we were watching the live thing, and they weren't there. They were sold out. Mm-hmm.
Right, I'm gonna look at these amiibos because I think they're quite. Because they do look quite cool. Yeah, we've got the Magnum Marlowe amiibo, which is 22 notes. You can pre-order it on the Nintendo store. Bishop's lying to you.
Are they big ones or something? Oh, here we go.
I don't know, but there's mate. So I'm shopping while I'm doing the show here. I do apologise, but I've just seen a wicked T-shirt. You get Monster Hunter Rise And a nice little. Oh, mate, I want to put this on screen.
I need to see.
Because you know, I love a T-shirt, mate. You know what I mean? The $62.99 for the Nintendo Store, which isn't too bad, to be honest with you. That's a really cool T-shirt. Nice.
A cool T-shirt.
Are these stickers? Are they? I'm not sure. Nice steel book.
The coasters. There might be stickers.
Might be stickers. What would be coasters?
Do you like a good steel book?
You know, yeah, buzz off a good steel book. I'm tempted. You know, not for $62.99.
Just buy the T-shirt.
Yeah. Well, there's a nice other one. There's another T-shirt here. Everybody, sorry. That's cool as well. But I'm gonna look for the amiibos while I'm here. So there's the mag. There's the thingy one. Bishop's lying to you. You can pre-order it. Are the other ones? There are other ones, but that one's the best one. It's available on the UK Nintendo Store. Everybody, go watch it. Go buy it. Sorry, lads. Shall we move on?
Yes.
I'm going to bring this debate up because it feels like we've been talking about this for a million years. Germany wants to add loot box warning to video games, i.e. adding them to the rating. This comes from Wesley Impool at Eurogamer. It's been updated, so I'm just going to read the updated story. The Bundestag has amended its announcement about the passing to reform of the Youth Protection Act to remove mention of loot boxes. It appears that it knows. Ask me if I care. Basically, they want to add like a warning, an 18+ warning on
to loot box
video games. Do you think is this the right thing to do?
You know what? I think if they want loot boxes to exist, yes,
I agree.
Because even though loot boxes as predatory as they are, then we can go play the national lottery. That's gambling. We can go to Las Vegas. That's gambling. There's so much gambling going on in the world. All they've just got to do is label it.
Yeah, I mean,
but they can't have double standards. Like just because it's in a video game, and gambling's wrong in a video game, then gambling should be wrong all across everything. So if it's okay in the real world, stick a label on it, add it to your game.
Yeah, so the original story is German authorities will consider a legal reform that could force an 18+ age rating on all video game with loot boxes. I mean, it's fair enough in it because you see it all the time, and people get addicted to like these packs, especially on FIFA and things like that. I have a question.
Sorry, go on.
Genuine question, mate. Genuine question. You're a man who likes Pokemon. You're a Pokemon card addict now, mate. You got that bug. Yeah, you bought what 3 packs over the past week or something like that.
7.
Well, the 2 lots of 3 and a 4, right? So two boxes, but there's been multiple packs of each box. Is that gambling?
Yeah.
Yeah. So should that bit have an 18?
You pay money, you don't know what's in there.
Should that have an 18+ logo on it?
Exactly. Again, no, but it's a grey area, isn't it? But
it is the grey area.
Again, even if this comes to pass and like the loot boxes do come back to gaming, it's gonna fall on the people that make the game and how they police it and how they prevent kids just spending money. As in, like, they've got their parents' credit card or something like that. They've got to
how many times, I've said it before, how many times have you seen it? A little fucking twat on the front page of like an article saying, oh, my son didn't know what he was doing. And he's just sat there going, oh, I'm in too deep here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's policing it, which is
it does need policing because it is easy. It's not as hard to just jump on FIFA and just buy a load of packs. Whereas if you want some Pokemon cards, you'd have to get them off Amazon, and you have to, that is you know what you're doing, and you'd have to be really stupid to not know what you're doing. I know it's not it is the same thing, but it's
I do think it will just go around in circles.
Yeah, I mean,
if this comes to pass, then again, little Timmy's going to spend 20 grand by accident. Then the mum's going to go, there shouldn't be loot boxes.
Going to get refunded, and the save's going to go, and blah blah blah, yada yada yada. So some people, you read stories of people ruining their lives, like. Was it someone I knew on Twitter, I think, sometime had to stop playing a video game because of the loot boxes. Like, you couldn't play Overwatch, couldn't play FIFA, you know what I mean? Couldn't play Call of Duty when they had them stupid beach things. Remember that?
Yeah.
Was that World War II one? That was, wasn't it?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah. But just get this article up again for the people. So it appears that Bundestag made a mistake with its own announcement of the legal reform, because of course they did, which can be viewed on the Bundestag's website. I'm not going to click on that because it can't be asked. No longer includes the lines. It is also planned to deactivate cost traps such as loot boxes by default. The amendment does stipulate the age ratings will be expanded to include descriptors for various problematic mechanics, including cost traps. The idea is to indicate risk it was not taken to account in the age classification. Sorry. So basically, the ESRB box thing, they're going to put it in there. The German version of there.
Yes.
Which it should be in there anyway. Like, it's. Do you know what I mean? How many times have you downloaded an app and it's like, contains in-app purchases? All you gotta do. It's not hard, right? Do you know what I mean?
It's like there's a thing like you obviously worked in retail and Dan does. If someone slipped on a wet floor,
10 grand.
They get you. Obviously, company's liable. Yeah. But if you have a tiny little sign that says "wet floor," can't touch you. Even if it's unreadable on the corner of a desk somewhere, like all very close, can't touch you.
Oh, I know, mate.
But you've been notified. It's there on the desk in the corner.
Exactly. Dan.
Yes.
You've been rather quiet, mate. Do you have any thoughts on this?
I'm in the same boat as Jam really on this one. They just need something to stop people from falling for the same mistakes, like as you say, the little Jimmy spending 20 grand. Either that or just bloody you've got to have like a pin or something to stop making purchases. Unless you're really actually happy to make that purchase. Just something along those lines, but I do believe it needs to have some sort of guidance on it.
It needs to be handled more delicately, I think you're right, because just need... People just falling down the same trap, like you say, Dan, and it's just like, what the fuck? Just stop.
You read stories all the time, don't you?
Yeah. I've ruined my life, child's done this, etc., and it's like, we need this to... Do you know what I mean? But anyway.
Yeah, exactly. It needs to be capped.
Anything to add to loot boxes and Germany? No. Cool. To move on. Yes. A friend of mine's got a girlfriend who lives in Germany, by the way. There's a Stuttgart. So there you go. There's that.
Never been to Germany. I've always wanted to go.
I've never been myself. Yeah, I want to go. A friend of mine's been. He said that he went to a pub and there was just like a tap in the middle that you could pour your own pint and things like that. And I thought to myself, that'd be cool here. But then I thought, can you imagine the English doing that?
Yeah, no.
Just imagine a fucking state, mate. But moving on, we've got some good news, everybody. I bring some good news for a change. I know it can be a bit doom and gloom.
It's been CD Projekt Red for the last 5 months or so. But,
I've got some good news. I've got it right. I saw someone tweet about that today for the first time in about what feels like 4 years. No one gives a fuck anymore about that game. Do you know what I mean? I think we're all fed up.
And fixed it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and Sony still haven't put it back on the store. It's just a mess. We'll moan about Cyberpunk another time because we'll get mileage out of that yet. Don't worry.
That's going to be a mileage for the next year, I think.
I have a question. Either of you played Ghost of Tsushima yet?
Not yet.
No, you're not fancying your PS5, Jam, now?
I will eventually.
It's a good game. You like it, I think. Dan, have you played it yet?
No, I haven't.
Well, good news. The game director, Nate Fox, and the creative director, Jason Connell, will become permanent tourism ambassadors. I don't know what that means, but it sounds pretty cool. Of the city.
I know that.
What does it mean? Oh, let me finish the sentence. Of the city of Tsushima and Nagasaki, the island announced this week. Jam, what does that mean?
I think it's kind of a deconstructed kind of thing. Obviously, they're tourism ambassadors, but because I think... Have you seen the making of Ghost of Tsushima?
No.
I saw like this little bite-sized documentary thing of how they built the game.
Right.
Basically, but they... How do I put it? You can go around the country and you can still pick out the designs or some of the structures that still exist out there and things like that.
I knew that. I knew that, but I'm not seeing the documentary, but I knew that. Playing the game.
Basically, because they've actually their research and the building of the game was an inspiration from real life.
Yeah.
Me and you could go to Japan and we say, "Oh, we want to see places that inspired Ghost of Tsushima."
That makes sense.
And then you've got now, I suppose, these guys who can or will have set up a.
Yeah.
Here you go. This is where you go. That's where you go to see this and this part of the game and whatever.
Ghost of Tsushima is a cool game, so go and play it if you're not already. There's Chris Scullion from Video Game Chronicle, because we like that site here. Well, I like that site. I'm not sure about you two. Yeah, I mean, it's really cool. I kind of like we're saying at the start of the show, we want to go to Japan. Tsushima probably one of the places you want to go. It says Fox and Connell spread the name and history of Tsushima to the whole world in such a wonderful way, which is what Hiroki Hitakatsu said. He is who's that? I think he must be some. 2 seconds. I'm trying to. Who is he? It said earlier. I found it earlier. I'm sorry. But anyway, even a lot of Japanese people do not know the history of the Genko period. When it comes to the world, the name and locations of Tsushima is literally unknown. So I cannot thank them enough for telling our story with such phenomenal graphics and profound stories. So they're very happy with the game and that area of Japan and that place in the world. So like you say, Jam, that's why they're ambassadors, mate. Cool on them. It's Nate Fox and Jason Connell. But like I said, go play Ghost of Tsushima because it's cool. It's like a good Assassin's Creed game. You know what I mean? Sorry, everybody. Anything to add? Ghost of Tsushima. Before we move on.
No, I do.
Actually,
I want to find out how much it costs.
Just get it, mate.
I'm not going to get it yet.
Just get it. It's been relatively quiet. If anyone has anything you want to talk about after I've had the story, feel free. But this is the last one I've got today. I've got the charts, lads, for the game sales. How are we finding these, mate? Now, what do you think number one is?
Sorry, just gonna jump in there.
Go on.
Just gone to Amazon to search Ghost of Tsushima. A lot of not in stock, and the one I can find to buy Ghost of Tsushima is £57.
57 notes? Are you
£58 if you want to round up?
No, mate. I mean, I'd wait for the. I imagine it's when it gets back in stock and everything. I imagine it's going to be 30 quid, 25, 30 quid. So be alright.
That's when I'll be getting it.
Physical UK game sales. I've got what games are we? I'll give you a clue. Grand Theft Auto 5 is in the top 10. There's your clue.
Shock! Is Animal Crossing in the top 10?
It is in the top 10.
Is Mario Kart in the top 10?
Mario Kart is in the top 10. There are 1, 2, 3 Mario games in the top 10.
3D World then.
3D World, yep.
Mario Kart, 3D World. The 3D All Stars is still in there?
Still there. Can't buy after this month. Do you know what I mean? Which is bullshit, by the way. Still bullshit. No reason for it other than what they normally do.
They'll split it up and sell it in.
Yeah. So I've got it here. It's from gamesindustry.biz again. It's Christopher Dring. He's done the article for us. Let me have a look. I'll put it on the screen for everybody. So number 1 is 3D World. Miles Morales, Animal Crossing, Mario Kart 8, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, 3D All Stars, GTA 5, because he hasn't got that game anymore. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Minecraft on Switch, Ring Fit Adventure, which is nice to see that, to be honest. And,
Lockdown, isn't it?
Yeah, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Any surprises there? Miles Morales is quite high, I think. I'm not.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, that's shot back up. I mean, it's still number 2 last week, to be fair, but it's still quite high. Yeah. I mean, maybe it's because they've got nothing else to buy on the PlayStation 5. Sorry.
It's been out 4 clear months now, and it's still top 10. Pretty.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, just a few tidbits. 3D World's Bowser's Fury is the best-selling box game in the UK for a 4th straight week. Holding number 1 despite an 18% drop in sales. Mario Kart 8 is up to number 4 from number 6, 7% increase. 3D All Stars re-enters the top 10 at number 6 after a 36% sales uptick. Don't know why it's so, because people are scared, mate. You know what I mean? It's working. My Odyssey is number 13, 5% increase in sales. Quite a lot of Nintendo shit, to be honest with you. Animal Crossing rose from number 7 to 3, 40% boost, by the way. Animal Crossing.
It's the Switch being there.
It is the Switch.
Perfect machine.
Yakuza Like a Dragon is back in the top 40, number 35. Miles Morales holds number 2 after a slight 19% drop. Do you know what I mean? PS5's kind of is showing its dominance. Last of Us Part 2 dropped out of the top 10. You assume it was in the top 10 last week because of the sale that they had on, but it's dropped a bit. Bloody hell. Bravely Default 2 is number 11. I've gone from 11 to 33. What the F?
Because no one likes it.
Oh, mate, looks cool. Any surprises? Anything that you thought was there, not there? Anything think deserves to be higher or lower?
Not surprised to see the regulars there.
Yeah, I mean, this is crazy, man. Like Minecraft, who hasn't got Minecraft? Me. I've got it on Game Pass on Xbox, but
I've got it on nothing.
I haven't bought a copy, is what I'm trying to say.
I bet James's copy, Jam's copy, will get it all the way to top.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm not buying one.
No. Call of Duty's at number 5. I mean, that's still floating around. Cold War, the new one, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm shocked Bravely Default 2 fell so far in just a week. That is crazy. I think the people that are into that game and no one else gives a fuck. So, which is why the drop. Like I'm not.
People that want to buy it will buy it straight away, and then it will just kind of trickle along, I reckon.
Except for me, that has to wait for payday, and I have to hold off a bit because of.
Actually, I'll tell you something about Mario 3D World. By the way,
you play Bowser's Fury yet?
No, not yet.
Bowser's Fury is great.
Because I'm doing everything. I'm trying to do everything.
Just do everything.
So yesterday completed everything, 3 stars. Wonderful. I was like, I haven't got all the stamps. I've nearly got all the stamps.
You missed out.
Okay. No, so then obviously you go back to the beginning of World 1, don't you?
Yeah.
If you look up, go to your left, you got all the fairies, they chisel out a rocket, and boom, straight into the sky, you got Star World to do.
Rosalina, let's go.
I'm like, okay, now I need to do all these levels with 3 stars, but these ones are a bit more difficult because you don't have a Toad house and you need like the cat suit or the raccoon suit and stuff to get 3rd stars on some of the levels. So you've got to go down, get the right power up, go back up. So that's gonna be a slog.
I think if you do that, you get Rosalina. I think.
Pardon?
I think if you do that, you get Rosalina.
You doesn't play as?
I think so. I think that's what you have to do. She's in it. I think that's what you have to do. Well, like I said, I hit the credits and jumped straight into 3D World because I was curious of what it was like, and it's really good. But I might go back and play more of it.
Yeah. So I thought I'd ended the game at World 8-1. 8-8 or whatever it was. Then you go into Bowser World. Bowser World 8-8. Yeah. No, I've not finished it. There's Star World. Okay, whatever. And there's some. You get some miles out of that game.
Keeps going, mate. You know what I mean? Keeps going. But yeah, anything to add on the charts? Anything?
Nope.
That's all I have this week. Is there anything you want to talk about before we move on to Forgotten Gems and unpopular opinions and things like that? We good? Daniel?
Yeah.
You know I love a Dan the Man Forgotten Gem. You know this, right?
I've not clicked the link.
I've not clicked the link yet. You put a link. You've hidden the link for us, which is very kind of you. Give us some clues, mate. Well.
Okay, so it came to multiple consoles, primarily in the PS2 GameCube era.
Right. I'm liking the era. Oh,
okay.
Sorry to interject. I bought a new set of traveling screwdrivers. I'm going to buy a GameCube. I'm going to mod it. I'll let you know how I get on.
What, with a hard drive?
I'm going to do something to it.
Okay,
try and whack a HDMI port on it or something. I'm going to do something to it. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. Cool.
Go on.
Fair enough. It came out at a time in which Sands of Time was coming out, and I think it was roughly about 2 weeks actually. So it went kind of underneath the radar a little bit. It did.
Is it that kind of game? Is it similar to Sands of Time?
So it's a platformer.
3D platformer.
A 3D platformer.
Right, okay.
Animated, quirky. You getting anything?
Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex.
Not Crash Bandicoot.
No. I'll tell you what it is.
Go on, mate.
The game in question is I Ninja.
Never. No, not a clue.
I Ninja. What is this, Daniel, mate?
So it's
yeah.
that most of you will probably remember seeing something of, because it did appear about roughly the same time as I say.
Vaguely, I have a vague recollection of this game.
I recognise the artwork.
Vague recollection. You know what I mean?
But as I say, it was a fun little game to have a mess around with.
I'm cool.
As I say, it's sort of like
that's not quite cool.
Yeah, for its time, it was quite a good looking game. I've always been a big fan of platformers, so it was one of those games that, as I say, slipped under the radar and was a bit of fun.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played this, but I have a vague, like, kind of... I remember it, but I don't think I ever played it. It looks cool. Like, Daniel, the question is, though, can we play it elsewhere?
Ooh,
that's the question.
I think
this long play comes from Long Play Archive, by the way. Thank you, Long Play Archive, for the footage.
I think it came to platforms.
But it's combat. Lovely.
So it did
Assassin's Creed was born.
Yeah.
PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube, but it was also released on Microsoft Windows.
So you might be able to crack down on the physical PC copy.
Let's have a look.
Is it on Steam?
That's a good question. On Steam. No. It isn't on Steam.
It's not on Steam. Bloody hell.
Try good old games.
Here it is.
Very good stuff.
Yeah, man. Try the bay. Want to try the bay for the price, everybody. Very on the edge of your seat stuff here. You know what I mean? Ooh, that's not what you want to see.
How much is it?
GameCube version's quite a bit. It's £42. But if you're on PS2, it's about a tenner.
So it's not too...
Not horrific, but the GameCube bump is there because of the... Obviously, GameCube didn't sell as much, and there's less in the wild, so obviously the price has increased.
You know what I'm going to do?
You're buzzing.
CX, where are you?
Do it, mate.
Not coming up with anything on CX. Oh, iNinja for PS2. £4. Wow.
That's a pretty good price. To be fair.
It probably wasn't as good as I remember then. I remember having fun with it. As I say.
That's all that matters, mate. That's all that matters. But yeah, if you can get your hands on a copy, let us know what you think of iNinja. Gentlemen, anything to add on iNinja before we go into the quiz? You know we love a quiz here, lads.
We do.
This one is PSP games.
Oh, I'm gonna know none of them.
You're gonna know all of them. You're gonna educated guess these, mate.
I'll have to.
1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 games here. I'm gonna just give me the. I need the name of the game because you know what I mean. First up, name the game, please. know if you need more volume.
No, volume's good.
Volume is good.
Gimp.
Got a clue, have you? For the year 2006, mate.
The year, 2 years after the PSP. The year after.
Ish.
I don't know. Final Fantasy Tactics.
3D platformer.
I ain't got a Scooby.
Spin off.
Is it
Probably.
Daxter?
It might be Daxter. It is Daxter. Hold on.
Glorious.
Well done, Jam. I would never have got that. That's sick.
Next.
Hello, Mum.
No, Portal advert. Sorry. This is a fucking tune, by the way.
You're a tune.
You're a tune.
I have a guess so far. I don't think I'm right.
What's your guess?
Give me a few minutes ish.
2 minutes. I was on a bit.
I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember the sub name of it. Is it the Metal Gear? I can't remember the Peace Walker.
There's visual.
Oh, again, a game I haven't played, so I don't know.
Peace Walker's great. Ready, next. No advert, I'm buzzing. You ready?
It's always sweet when that happens. I've got an idea.
2006 one.
Is it Lemmings?
So I've got 2 games in my head. One of them is Spore.
No.
The second one, my guess would be Viva Pinata.
Is it Loco Roco?
Jam with the bags here now.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Loco Roco, bloody hell.
Next.
I'm surprised I'm doing so well.
Yeah. These
It's
orders, by the way.
smashing.
What's the game? No advert, I'm buzzing. ...2007.
This I don't know.
This is the easiest one. You think about it logically.
Oh, hang on. No.
Might be. I don't know. Cheers,
I ain't got nothing.
you've got what?
Would I be deceiving if I got it wrong or didn't get it?
Probably.
Didn't take a guess. I'm not, because I'm completely
guess?
stuck.
I know I'm not, it's not right, but there were 2 new songs. It's not Guitar Man Lives, is it?
It's not Guitar Man Live.
Good.
Anything.
What year was it from again?
2007. Huge game.
Sims?
What's that?
Sims.
Like a RPG action thing ish.
Final Fantasy VII Dirge of Cerberus.
No.
Damn it.
Yo, boiling hot though.
Oh, that's the PS2 one. Crisis Core.
Yeah. You ready? Last one. Dan, bit of pride, mate.
Whitewashing on the on the card here.
Pata 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 boom. Boom boom pata boom.
I know what it is.
Hang on. Dan, do you know what it is? I'm saying it, by the way.
No.
Jam.
Patapon.
Patapon is correct. Patapon. Balls in.
I should have guessed that from the beginning. It's a whitewash. It's like England v Germany all over again.
So it's tremendous.
Never owned a PSP in my life.
You're not. Why?
Nope.
PSPs are cool. Dan, do you have one?
Yes.
The Pursuit Force and all that shit is great.
Guitar Man Lives.
Yeah, I'd missed out on that.
It was terrible. I'm sorry, but it does not work on one of those bloody joysticks.
I can imagine, mate.
Terrible.
Yes, lads. That's the show, Jam. Congratulations for cheesing the victory there.
That was
I'll
probably.
make Thursday's quiz a bit harder, mate. You know what I mean? Do you have anything to add before I pull the trigger and leave? Or for a shower, you know what I mean?
I think we're all going to play Apex after this.
Yeah.
Bar
Are
you.
you streaming Apex, Jam? Is
I
Bishop
might.
streaming it?
Bishop's not around. He's got work. So
My heart bleeds for him.
both the Lukes are in the chat.
Both Lukes are in there. NS is on it. I've noticed him in Discord on it, so he's probably jumping in.
Balls
Oh,
in.
me.
Nice. I'm going to go have a shower. Live the dream. Gentlemen, thank you for joining. It's always a pleasure. Everyone in the chat, thank you so much for sticking around. Everyone on YouTube, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, have a chat, comment, nonsense. What do you think of the Bethesda deal? What do you think of the PSP, actually? You know what I mean? But we'll be back Thursday, new show, chatting nonsense about video games. But on that bombshell, gonna have a shower. Keep it casual. I'll see you later.
In a bit, everybody.
Peace.
Later, guys.